it's just the boys, whilst I make some Slimming World gingerbread. We're going to see how it goes today, see whether it's worth you guys making it for Christmas, whether your family will be able to tell the difference. I'm going to try my best. I'm not a baker by any means. I'm not a professional cook. I'd say I'm alright, I'm pretty good. I can make biscuits and things like that, so we'll see how it goes and catch you at the end. Bye! I forgot to just add in there as well, like obviously I'm all Christmassy today. My hair looks like something from the 80s. I know, but you know, baking, got to be hygienic, tie up the hair and all the rest of it, so you know.
Okay guys, you need 50 grams of unsalted butter and 2 level tablespoons of golden syrup. Get that popped into a saucepan and you can put that on a low heat. Make sure it's all melted, and as you're melting it you can measure out your light brown sugar. So you are going to actually need 2 level tablespoons of that, and when it's all melted together you can take that off the heat and mix that sugar in. Make sure that you preheat your oven, so it needs to go on to 190. If it's fan oven it needs to go on 170, and it's gas mark 5. Make sure you mix your sugar with your golden syrup and your butter really well, and then pop that to one side so that you can then get your self-raising flour. Make sure that that's all sieved out. I didn't have a sieve so I didn't do that, but you can then get that mixed in with all of your spices. You need ginger and cinnamon and ground cloves. All of the measurements are on the screen for you. I forgot to say, you're going to have to put some sweetener into that mix with the flour and the spices as well. Okay, now you can mix both of those mixtures together. It smells beautiful. Whilst I was mixing this, I was a bit concerned. It just didn't seem like there was enough liquid, and it does just seem like a very dry mixture. So let me know how your guys' mixtures turn out. Maybe I've done something wrong here. I did add in the right amount of milk, as you can see. I did only have semi-skimmed, not skimmed milk, and when I was kind of getting my hands in there and getting it all mixed together, I had to put water in it as well because it was just so dry and crumbly. It just didn't feel like it was going to bond together. You should be able to see what I mean from the video. Now you are supposed to mix this and make 2 balls to roll out because it's supposed to make 60 biscuits. Whilst I was making this, it just didn't look like it was going to make 60 biscuits. Something was just telling me that that was not going to happen, to be honest. It also felt like a really long process. I don't know how you feel watching this, but it just didn't seem to go together very quickly, not like how you'd normally make biscuits, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm not an avid gingerbread maker. I've only just recently started to like gingerbread, to be honest with you, so it was quite difficult to actually make, and I don't know whether that's just me or whether gingerbread is notoriously difficult to make, or whether it is perhaps just this recipe. There are a couple of things I didn't follow. So on this bit here, I was supposed to roll it out in between 2 pieces of cling film. I didn't have any, and so I started rolling it out on the kitchen side, that wasn't a good idea. It was just sticking. So you will see in a second. I did resort to grease-proof paper, which my kids had used the day before to make gingerbread. Now also, you'll notice on the screen it says that I didn't read the instructions. You are supposed to roll it out to 3 to 4 millimeters thick. I was doing it a lot thicker than that because, well, I just didn't read the instructions. Typical me. I told you in my last video, I never do. And I had to change the milk and substitute it for semi-skimmed instead of milk on instead of skimmed milk on this recipe, just because I didn't have any skimmed milk. So yeah, you'll see on this bit here, it's just seemed to be taking such a long time, and I was rolling it out a little bit too thick. I was thinking to myself, this is not going to make 60 biscuits, so I did start to roll it out a little bit thinner, and I did get what I'd already done off the baking tray and re-roll it out just to make it thinner, just to protect that sin value really on the biscuits. It's supposed to be 1 sin per biscuit. At this point though, I was starting to get a little bit fed up, and it was really hard work rolling it out. The mixture was so crumbly, and I was really struggling because I had to keep rolling it so many times just because it was breaking apart as I was rolling it, so I couldn't get very many cuts out of it. The shapes were not really fitting. You'll see how fed up I am here. So much effort. I'm not sure that I want to make these again, to be honest with you. So they're ready for the oven. Pop them in just for 7 minutes. I fell out with my oven timer as well. I could not get it to set. It just was not working. So when it had been 7 minutes, I took them out. It did say 7 minutes, or when they're golden brown. They just didn't look like they were going to go golden brown, to be honest with you.
Okay, Meg's done the taste test. What did you say?
It's really floury.
What do you think?
I mean, it's alright. I kind of prefer it to normal gingerbread though.
You prefer it to normal gingerbread?
Yeah, because normal gingerbread has too much flavour.
Oh. What, so it's flavourless?
Not flavourless, it's just like, it's got the flavour, but it's less flavoured.
So it's not quite, it's like, not as gingery, is it? It's more like, it's got more of like a clove flavour than a ginger flavour.
It's not as strong, so it's just nicer.
Do you think I'd get away with serving that up as gingerbread at Christmas? Or do you think people would know it's some kind of other recipe?
No, people would know.
Yeah. Okay. It doesn't look like the kind of gingerbread you could hang on a tree, does it? Let's be honest. Like
it's a bit crumbly.
Yeah, it's crumbly. I don't know how I feel about that. You're going on my channel. I'm taking them to the Slimming World taster session.
When?
Wednesday.
So we made 18 biscuits, which means that there were actually 3 sins, just over 3 sins each. I'm not sure I'd make them again. They did taste nice, but they were more of a shortbread consistency, not really a gingerbread consistency. So I'm not convinced. If I was you guys, I'd maybe have a go, but don't expect them to come out like actual gingerbread. If they do, leave me a comment and let me know.